Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. Heart to heart, having a failure mindset. Let's talk about it. Many of us, we like to say, you know what, I could do this, I can do that, I can, I have the strength through God, I have the strength through believing in myself. We say that out of our mouths, but internally in our minds, we have already been defeated. The very thing that we say that we want, the very thing that we are working towards, we're already telling ourselves we really can't have that. So we're speaking against what we really feel on the inside just so we can be acceptable, or people could root for us, but we're not rooting for ourselves. If you have a failure mindset, then that's all you will attract to yourself is failure. It's not easy, especially if you've tried and things seem to not go your way, things seem to not work out, or you fail a test, or you fail a class, or you have a relationship you thought was the one and it ends up not being the one. Anything. You apply for the job, you don't get it. You try to have a savings account, but every time you look up, you're touching it and you can't save the money. I get it. I'm just as human as you are. I've been through all that as well. That's why I can speak on it. But I can say this. For me, in my honesty, during those times that I was going through things like that, and even now when I have my struggles and things happen and, maybe I want something and it does not come to pass, or it feels like it's like pulling teeth to get it, it's because I'm battling with my mind. Because I'm saying in one breath, what I know, what God has already said to be true, which is that God wants us to be abundant in every way possible. He wants to give us the desires of our hearts, but we have to, first of all, get in relationship with God so then you know what He actually wants for your life, because you can desire anything, but He's only going to bless those things that align with what He has for you already. But that's another video. I'm sure you guys already heard me talk about that before. But when you have, when you're getting dreams, when you have just a strong desire to do something, typically that is something that God is calling you to do. And if you try to work towards it, but your mind is saying you're not going to get it, you don't deserve it, you're not smart enough for it, you're never going to succeed at it, so why try? Then you are battling your mind and it will not come to pass for that same reason. You can speak affirmations all day long. You can tell everybody around you that this is going to happen. But if your mind is not set onto that, if your mind is already in defeat mode, the moment that you make up your mind about the situation that you're praying about, that you're speaking highly about, the moment that you make up your mind, or your mind starts to have these doubtful thinking, this stinking thinking, and you're really believing it and being defeated by it, you already lost. The biggest fight you're going to fight is internally. Is your mind. You have to fight it in order to really get to the things that you want, the desires that you see yourself having, the things that you know that you can have. You just have to believe it. The first step, I think we do things backwards. We want to say, oh yeah, I'll believe it once I start to see it coming to pass. Once I start to see that I'm learning this new thing or this new subject, now I'm going to believe it. You need to believe it before you even see any of that, before you even take the class, before you even apply for the job, before you even take the test. You need to already start believing it. Remember, if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? And if you don't believe in yourself, you're going to show up in that way. It's going to show. There's nothing that you can do to avoid it because you already don't believe. So think about it. If you are in a situation right now where you're believing God for something, you're believing the universe, whatever you believe in, if you are like, I really want to try something different, I really want to increase my finances, I really want to, whatever it is, do something in the world, make sure that you start with you first. You start with your mind first. Before you get those books, before you get study partners, before you put in all those applications, make sure that you're believing in you first. That is the number one thing that you can do. And trust me, it's real worth it, because when you believe in yourself, you won't give up. If you already have a defeated mindset and you're like, oh, nah, this is not going to happen, the first no or the second no or the closed door, you're going to be like, yeah, I knew it. I knew that this wasn't for me. I'm going to try something else. But maybe that thing was for you. Nothing worth having is easy to come by. So you have to apply yourself. Prove to yourself that I could do this. It may take me a few times. But think about when you started learning how to walk. You didn't just stand up one day and start walking and never fell. So that's the way it is in life. That's just the beginning to show us what life was going to be like. God already let us know. You're going to fall, but you're going to get right back up. You may scrape your knee, but you're going to be okay. The skin's going to grow back. If you really want something, you set your mind and your heart to it, your mind especially to it, you will get it. I surprised myself a lot of times. I'm like, how did I do that? It's just because I believed. If someone wants to ask me, like, what exactly did you do to get this grade? What exactly did you do to make it to where you're at right now? If someone asks me, what did you do to even get on these videos? All I can say is that I just changed my mind. I told myself that, you know what, I could do this. I was always a shy girl, so yeah, this is brand new for me too. But once I started, I just keep on going, because I realized that you only get one life. Why live it afraid when I can help other people? When I could express whatever it is that I enjoy doing? When I can do the things in life that brings me joy? Instead of holding myself back, I just changed my mind and said, you know what? I don't care how your heart's racing right now. Your mind is all over the place, but I don't care. You're going to do this. And when I changed my mind about it and I told myself that no matter what, I could do this. I deserve to be here. I deserve to do this. Deserve to try. That's when it's like the sky's the limit. So you have to do that for you. Stop worrying about the feelings. Feelings are deceptive. Your feelings are going to change every second. 1 second you're feeling great, and 5 seconds later you feel terrified. Don't feed into that. Just keep your mind focused on what you want, and I promise you the rest of you will follow. But y'all let me know what you think. Put your comments in the comment box below, or you can send me an email. Let me know how things are for you. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to talk about, or if you want to just add to this video, let us know, because someone like myself is out here listening. I still take your advice. I'm no different, but I'm just a person behind the screen. I am human just like you. So I take your advice, and there's other people out here who need your advice as well, who need to hear your testimony. So go ahead and share it. We will keep the conversation going and talk next time. Bye.